Okay, it's December 1st, 2011. Making this video to discuss the failure of Congress to extend the unemployment benefits for millions of Americans whose benefits are expiring today. I've sat and listened to this coverage for the last 6 months, back in July, I guess it was June, and now here again. The news coverage is unbelievable. You have these conservatives coming on the television, on various news programs, basically saying the same thing. They're saying these people who are on unemployment are lazy. They've been on unemployment for, some of them for 2 years. And these people are lazy and they don't want a job. Well, the one thing I haven't heard discussed on any outlet anywhere is whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Who's at fault for these people being on unemployment? Well, you start to get into a lot of finger pointing at that point when you ask that question. You start saying, well, George Bush, well, Barney Frank, Fannie Freddie, Wall Street, the SEC, Bill Clinton, and it goes on and on and on. But here's a fact. All of those people that I just named, throw Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid in there too, all of those people have one thing in common. They are all Uncle Sam. They are all employees of the United States government. So irregardless of which one of those people or which one of those agencies is to blame, it boils down to this, and I've never heard this discussed anywhere. Uncle Sam is to blame. The greed and incompetence of Washington and Wall Street is to blame for these people being out of work. That's a fact. And here's another fact. I know whose fault it isn't. It isn't these unemployed people. It's not their fault that they're unemployed. These people were getting up, taking a shower, getting dressed, getting in their cars and driving to work on time, doing their jobs, collecting their paychecks, going home, paying their mortgages, paying their car payments, buying goods, buying services, buying Christmas presents for their kids, paying for college. They were doing what they were supposed to do, be consumers. So it's not their fault that they're unemployed. It's Uncle Sam's fault that they're unemployed. And then these people have the audacity to get on the television and tell these people, I'm one of them, that we're lazy, that we don't want to work. I had a job for 5 years. So if I didn't want to work, why did I have one? Why did I even have one for 5 years? I had a mortgage. My house is now worthless. Can't sell it. Gonna lose it. And I'm just like all these other Americans who are in this same boat. And whose fault is it that these people are out of work? It's Uncle Sam's fault. Whether it's George Bush, Bill Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, doesn't matter. They're Uncle Sam, all of them collectively. They're Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam caused this mess. And now they're getting on the television and telling us that we're lazy. Well, we're the ones that pay their salaries. Their pocketbooks are fat because of all of us lazy workers out here. Those tax dollars that they collect that pay their salaries, that are supporting 2 wars, that are running this country, that's what lazy workers do for America. Here's the crux of the deal. Uncle Sam made this mess, and Uncle Sam should pay for it. It shouldn't be the average Joe Blow who was getting up doing his duty every day. Getting up, like I said, paying his bills, paying his mortgage. He shouldn't have to lose everything because of the incompetence and greed of Washington and Wall Street. That's the fundamental problem with this country. This government has gotten so large and so unaccountable to the people that we don't have any recourse in this. Oh, sure, we can vote them out. We can vote for a Republican, or we can vote for a Democrat, or we can vote for a Tea Party, or we can vote for an independent. But at the end of the day, they're all Uncle Sam. And Uncle Sam is to blame. It's Uncle Sam's fault that these people are out of work. And those are facts. And I have heard nobody say this. I've heard nobody say this. The only argument that I hear is that these people who have been unemployed and been on unemployment for 99 weeks, they could get a job if they wanted one. They may not like the salary. It might not be high enough. It might not be the type of job that they had or that they want. But they could get a job if they wanted to. Well, sure they could. I could go out and get a job at McDonald's, probably this afternoon. But on that amount of money, I'm going to lose my house. I'm not going to be able to secure another place to live on that salary. I'm going to lose everything that I have. So basically what they're saying to me is that I should go out and get a job that I don't want, that doesn't pay enough for me to keep anything, for me to be able to even come close to keeping anything that I had worked so hard to achieve and to accumulate. And that I'm supposed to sacrifice like this, and I'm supposed to be insulted by them because they don't want to pay the piper. They don't want to admit that they're to blame. That's the issue here. That's the issue. And if anybody says that that's not the issue, they have an agenda. They're liars that have an agenda, or they're fools. Because what I just described is a fact. Everything I've said are facts. All I know is that Uncle Sam should be the one who has to pay for his mistakes, not the people who were doing what they were supposed to do. That's all I know. Not the people who were doing what they were supposed to do. That's all I know.